So the touching story of this man. When I welcome back to my channel, it's Efunsi here. This particular guy wrote on his Facebook that he wish he sleeps and never wake up. That he wish he sleeps and never wake up. That was just his write-up. And you know that people are so frustrated in Nigeria. So sometimes, out of boredom, out of depression, someone can just post anything for attention or for views. So this guy posted it, and it was based on what he was going through in Nigeria. According to him, he's married with children. And then, after he made this post, some people reached out to him and they were asking him, what is wrong with you? Why post this kind of a thing? There are people you are better than, you know. And true too, there are people that he's better than. Because there are people that got robbed of everything they have. There are people in worse situation. There are people in the hospital sick. There are people that the doctor have already told that they will not live more than 1 week or 2 weeks. You know, there are people lying helplessly in the hospital, in the home, no money for hospital. People are running the helter-skelter to take care of them. You know, there are disabled people. There are people that they don't know what they'll eat tomorrow. They have to beg, or they have, So this particular man, he has his whole body intact. He's not disabled. And he decided to make this post. It attracted him to a bigger problem, because after posting it, people were reaching out to him, and someone reached out to him on Messenger, asking him, "Oh, guy, what happened?" And something told him to open up. He opened up and started explaining himself. He told the guy what he's passing through, and the guy said, "Don't worry, come, I will give you a job." And he was overjoyed, thinking that God has answered him in prayer, because sometimes good things come out from social media. A lot of people met their partners, their destiny helpers on social media, people that they don't even know. But this man I don't know, something was off, and he didn't notice. Someone just offered you a job, someone that you don't know. He took the chance, and the person asked him to come to Lekki somewhere. And he got up that morning, dressed up, and was happy that finally he would start work. Then on getting to that Lekki gate, the man came there, he called the man came there and picked him up. And he took him somewhere that looked like an uncompleted building. So when he came out, next thing he saw was 4 hefty men. These 4 hefty men, they were wearing only boxers. And he was like, what kind of a job does this man want to give me? And the next thing, one of them, they said, so you are the one that posted that rubbish on Facebook. Okay, now we are going to help you to sleep and you will not wake up. I know he was scared, and he started explaining that it was the situation he was going through. And before you knew it, according to him, so one of them tapped him on the neck. You know, there's somewhere that when you tap somebody, the person will collapse. So the person tapped him, and the next thing, he lost conscious. So on waking up, he found himself on the roadside, on the ground, with his knicker pulled down, and him looking tattered. You know, somebody that's bathed and dressed up to go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. So he got up from there, and people were just looking at him. And he started asking people, please, where am I? Somebody told him that some men dropped him off. Then he was saying, why didn't you rush them? They were like, in this Nigeria, when you see somebody dropping somebody, you rush. The next thing, you go enter wahala. You know, if to send abroad, immediately people will call police, and police will run off, and people will take pictures. So then when he got up, he noticed that his anus was painful. That was when he realized that these people tampered with him. But thank God that none of his body parts was missing, because if it was organ harvesters, they would have just harvested everything to sell, and he would just slip off. He will never come back alive. It's only God that decided that this man will be alive to tell his story. So he now got up and went home. Then he didn't even know how to tell his wife what he went through. It was so shameful to say that kind of a thing. So he was moody and depressed for days. But according to him, he went to the hospital, and the doctors checked him. They gave him injection. You know, you have to go to hospital because you don't know if they carry AIDS. So the doctors confirmed that he was, you know, they did him something. So 4 hefty men plus the one that brought him 5, and they must have took turns. Only God knows how long. This life, this kind of thing that these people did. After everything, they will think that they will just grow old, have children. They will suffer it. They are going to come and will catch them. This time around, it's not even innocent children that will suffer. Them, it's either they suffer it or they will be alive to watch their children go through pain. Innocent children, the pain that their children will be going through, they will be the one feeling it. So in this life, never join bad gang to do something that you know that will bring everlasting tears to somebody's life. Because you never know. You never know how God will repay you. You might think that, oh, you did it that time, you are free. No, no sin shall go unpunished. So before you do it, you know it's a bad thing. Well, then why do it? Somebody that is going through a lot, you lured him with a job, the same thing that he was looking for. And the worst is that they collected his phone, the little transport he had in his bag. They took everything. They collected his phone, his everything he had. Even I don't even know if they collected his shoes too. Then it was somebody that gave him transportation. Thank God he still remember where he came from. They gave him transportation to go home. So according to him, it took him some weeks before he was able to open up to his wife to tell her what he went through. And luckily for him, his wife is an understanding person. So after telling the story, the wife told him no problem. The wife was supportive, and the wife asked him to calm down, that everything will be okay. So he was, at the end of the day, he felt better. He felt better after talking to the wife, you know. At least he confided in her, and she was supportive. She didn't start looking at him somehow, because some people, when you confide in them, something like that, they will start looking down on you. So that was how everything happened. And me, I felt pity for the man. Oh. I felt pity. So that is why I'm saying, before you post something on Facebook, especially what you are going through, be careful. Even on social media, on YouTube, some people are not normal. Some people are not okay. Some people will even worsen your situation. Some people will use that thing that you want to lure you into a bigger problem, to lure you. So even if you have to seek for help on social media, be careful with the kind of people you respond to, or the message you respond to. If the person wants to help you, let them pay money into your account. But for them to tell you to come, you should come, they will give you. Don't go anywhere, because you don't know that person. Don't take that risk. Even if it's something that has to do with friendship. Like me on Facebook, I don't respond to messages unless I know you. A lot of people will be saying, hi, I love you, all this. So if you are desperate for friendship or for marriage, somebody will say, I'll marry you, you start responding. Before you know it, as you are responding to that person, you might start developing emotional likeness for that person. Before you know it, you have already fallen. And before you know it, you want to meet that person, you take the risk. What if that person is a scammer? So you better not respond. You better not even read the message. So a lot of people has been scammed, but people keep being scammed every day. And it's mostly that thing that you are in need of that they will use and scam you. Like people looking for visa to travel abroad. If you are desperate, they will keep chopping your money. They will collect money. They will tell you, there is visa for this. You'll be telling the person of your past experience of how people duped you. That person that you're telling will still dupe you in a way, or bring somebody to dupe you again. Because they know that this is what you want. And if it's marriage you want, they will dupe you with money. They will lure you there. If you come out of it alive, just thank God. And if it's job you are looking for, they will lure you. Some girls, they will lure them and just pass them around and drop them without any job. And then at the end of the day, they will put you in a bigger depression more than the one you were before. So we have to be careful in this life, especially when it has to do with social media and all this stuff. Because the social media brought a lot of good stuff, and still it brought a lot of bad stuff. The bad people turn it and use it for bad things, while the good people use it for good things. Some people gain from it, while some people lost on it. Some people lost their life due to social media. So I hope this man will have a forgiving heart to let go and to take it as one of things of life. Now this kind of thing, when they make person, he go think and think calm. You don't go fit tell anybody. One day he go just go by himself. They will think that it's because, or he go jump into the water. They will think that it's because of what he's going through. They will not know that he has already passed another bigger thing, that he went through another. So, but where we blame him is, even if he answered somebody and he had somebody to talk to, the person offered him a job. There's no how you will know whether it's genuine or no. As he got to that place, you know, you shouldn't, hearing from him, you shouldn't follow him in the car to go anywhere. He's a stranger. You have to be in an open place, especially with somebody you are meeting for the first time. But this one, they just pick him up and took him. Anytime I remember this story, I feel very sad for this man. And he's a father with children, trying to look for something to feed his family. And they put him, this kind of mental problem they gave him now. This is what will remain with him at the four corner of his head until he old. So, this life, this life, we have to be very careful. Anyway, let me not make this video too long. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Bye-bye.